Hello, everybody. It's Friday night, and I'm glad to be here. I sure do appreciate everybody coming by. I'm looking at the chat, a whole bunch of people here. I really do appreciate it. It's great to see everyone. I hope you're having a good Friday night. And we'll get back to the chat in just a minute. Make sure you purchase some of the products there from our sponsors. I sure would appreciate it. Not really. They're not sponsors. And if you feel bad about that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. If you ring the bell, you get a notification every time I post a new story, because you don't want to miss one. I messed that up. I was supposed to say they didn't give me any money, and if you feel bad about that, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. It's good to see everybody. Thanks for coming by. Has work camping become a full-time job? For me, it has. I'm working 37 to 40 hours a week, and that wasn't really our plan. I knew what I was doing, but it was for a reason. But anyway, we'll talk about that a little bit later. Tonight, we're going to chew some fat and say hi to everybody over here in the chat, and we're going to talk about that full-time work camping job business I just mentioned. Workamper news, jobs, and gate guard information. And got some pretty good information from the oil fields. It looks like they're back in business. Community shout outs. We're going to meet some friends and do all the right things. And we're going to have a few jokes to close out the show. We might have a few jokes in between. I don't know. It just depends. All right. It's good to see everybody. Thanks for coming by. I'm excited. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. Who we got in here? All right. Thrifty Angela. She was first in the house. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, girl. I appreciate you coming by. If you haven't been over there to see Thrifty Angela and her crafts, you got to watch that. It's really impelling. It's great to see her do the crafts that she does. And it's like a beginning, middle, and end. It's a story. You might not think of crafts that way, but that's what it is. And it's really, she does a really good job. So get on over there and check her out. Uncle Lisa's production. Hey, how are you? All the Muppets are gone. They left. As soon as they saw your post, they left. No Muppets. It's good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. I sure do appreciate that. And RV on the Wayside. He's here and he's a moderator, and I think he's going to do some community shout outs a little bit later. And I appreciate him coming in here and keeping us all safe and watching for the bad chat. We don't want that. Almost made a rhyme. B-Bear, hello everyone. It's good to see you. It's got a heart, a rabbit, and a heart. I think that has some kind of significance. All right. It's good to have you here, B-Bear. And the Traveling Donkeys, it's good to see you, and thank you for coming by. I sure do appreciate that. I got done with the car and made it tonight. Well, it's good to see you. I hope you didn't rush the job with the car. Come up with extra parts. Dreaming Out Loud RVing, Paul and Megan and oh man, Pebbles and a cat that I don't know the name. Fancy that. I made another rhyme. Must be the night for rhymes. It's good to see you guys. I hope you're doing okay up there. James Cantonese, my buddy from Pennsylvania, the northwest corner. Sure is good to have you here, and thanks for coming by and doing a little moderating for me. I appreciate it. Joe Van, hello all. It's good to see you. I think I haven't seen you before. I hope you stick around a little while. We do a little community shout out here a little bit and see what you're all about. We sure do appreciate you coming by. Captivated by Kashmir. Huh. I've heard that name before. Is that a new channel? I hope so. I hope we can shout that out here a little bit later in the community shout outs. That'll be fun. I think I know who that is. Not sure. Anyway, it's good to have you here. Thanks for coming by. Hitch Up and Tow says, morning. All the way over from the United Kingdom. It's good to see you, and I sure do appreciate you spend a little time with us. I know it's early, but sure is nice for you to stop by. I hope you and Carl are doing well. Dreaming that RV America. I don't know why I said that, but I just tried to join 3 channels together all at one. RV America, it's good to have you here. Thanks for coming by. I sure do appreciate it. They're doing very well with their YouTube channel. Pretty awesome. If you haven't been over there to check them out, you should do so. Tell them Steve Turtle sent you, and do the right thing. Watch a video, comment, hit the like button. Tell them how much you love their videos and maybe become their friend. It's good to see you, Paul. Oh, intro. That's a good point. Paul says he loved the intro. Now, I don't know if you see it or you don't. I see it, but I put the intro together. I hope you guys see it. I don't know how that commercial works in the very beginning, but it has some meaning to it, and you'll see that later on in the show. But if you saw the intro and you thought it was okay, put that in the chat. That way, when I go back and look at the comments, I'll be able to tell whether it works or not. If it don't work, we'll have to do something else. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna start talking and then I'm gonna miss everything and the chat's gonna jump around and who knows. Camping Therapy, it's good to see you. I hope you are doing well with your new camper. I've seen your video and I know there's more videos to come. I think it's going to be an awesome project, and I'm looking forward to following along as you work on your new camper and maybe even go camping. It's good to see you, Doreen. Rowdy One, how you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. I hope you're surviving up there in Pennsylvania. Nick's Picks, hello everyone. It's good to see you too. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Is that my mouse? It's just jumping all over the place. I got a fix for that. I got a touch screen. All right. Now I got dead air because I'm trying to read and the screen's jumping around. I don't want to miss anybody. All right, I think I'm caught up. It is great to see everybody on a Friday evening. I thank you for stopping by. I know Fridays, you know, everybody's getting off work and they want to go out and do some things and have a good time. But I hope we're going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to giggle a little bit. Everybody, you know how cheap I am. And this week I was cleaning the restrooms and somebody left a bottle of shampoo and some body wash. And I thought, you know, that's a hidden WorkAmper benefit. So I grabbed them and I took them home. And I was taking a shower and I thought I'd try this new body wash. So I squirt the body wash all over me and I lather up real good. And as I'm doing that, I'm thinking, well, what if some silly guy like a Steve Turtle was to take the body wash out and put something like Nair or some of that hair removal stuff in there? And here I am squirting it all over my body and all my hair falls off. Well, that didn't happen and I didn't video it and I'm not going to show you guys because that's hard to unsee. But really, that could be bad. So I threw it away. I'm not going to take a chance. Cheap's one thing, but you got to, you know, you don't want to, you want to do dumb stuff for being cheap. Scenic Driveways, it's good to see you. It says Joanne and I are heading to Virginia in a few days for our next work camping gig. Well, congratulations. I hope it turns out good. I hope the job is one that you were expecting to have and everything works out. You know, when you travel and you go to the next job, you always hope that it's as good as what they explain, but you never know. So I wish you the best. And thanks for coming by. I appreciate that. So body wash, don't take somebody else's body wash. You don't know what's in that bottle. Smile. To make a smile come, so they say, it takes 15 muscles into play. But if you want a frown to thrive, you have to use some 65. Now, with that said, we're not going to frown. We're going to laugh. We're going to have a good time. We're going to smile. And that's what the show's all about. And I hope I can bring that to you. Now, I know I got a little bit of time yet. I know that you've heard this story before, but Jill and I, we drive to this town about 30 minutes away. It's called Uvalde. And that's where we go to get our groceries. And we usually eat out and do some other things there. You know, that's sort of the town that has something. The little towns around here, they got this and that, and they don't have a lot. Dreaming Out Loud says, Steve Turtle, drink enough Jack and you don't need a shower. Well, you're assuming that I drink Jack, and that's just an assumption on your part. You don't know. So Jill and I, we were driving down this road. Now the road is long. It's, you know, 35 minutes of straight road and ranches and all this other stuff. So we're driving down this road And out of the corner of my eye, I see a rancher over the fence, a rancher on the back of a deer. There's two deer, and their antlers are locked, and the deer are going around in a circle. So I stopped the truck, tried to figure out what was going on, jumped the fence, run out to help the rancher. And the rancher's on this deer with an antler in one hand and his hand like this, like he's riding a bronco. And the deer are going around in a circle. And I said, what's going on? He said, well, the two deer locked antlers, and I was trying to get on the deer and cut the antler off so I could free the two deer. But I dropped the saw. So I looked on the ground, I found the saw, and he said, could you hand it to me? And I'm like, I'm trying to do the right thing. I grabbed the saw, I hand it to the guy. In the process, the deer comes around, hits my hip. I drop the saw. Neither of us had the saw, and the deer's pushing on me, and I don't know what to do, so I jump on the other deer. So now you got a rancher on one deer, me on the other deer. We're going around in circles. The two deer are locked together. I'm holding on to an antler like this, and he's doing the same thing. We look like two bronco guys, you know, riding a bronco. Jill's sitting in the truck. She looks over and goes, you're crazy. You guys ain't right. So she jumps the fence, runs over, and says, what is wrong with you two guys? We're like, well, do something. You know what Jill did? She pulled out her pistol, bang, bang, shot both the deer. The deer fall dead. We're safe because, you know, we're not riding a deer now. She looks at the rancher and said, now you guys quit fooling around, skin these deer, and you get in the truck, and let's go get some groceries. And I did. I said, yes, ma'am. I jumped the fence, told the rancher he could skin the deer. I got in the truck and we went and got groceries. Anyway, so that's the story that I wanted to tell you. It's a true story. The deer were crazy, but now they're not. That's crazy stuff right there. Okay. Tonight's topic. We gotta start tonight's topic. What is it? Hold on. Oh, I lost my paper. Oh yeah, I got it. Oh my goodness.
Have you ever sat around with a group of your friends and talked about the pills that you take? Have you ever tried this one?
Nope. What is it?
It's called Pee Less.
Does it work?
I haven't peed in over a week.
You know, I'm trying to make this transition and make it seamless and everything, but I'm reading the chat over here, and B Bear says, have you been smoking pot? Camping Therapy says she wants to see me jump a fence. Like I can't jump a fence. I can jump a fence. It's a really low fence. And of course, Jill is the hero in the story. That's true. Do I look blurry? I look blurry. How about that? Anyway, tonight's topic. I wanted to do this for a while, and the air conditioner runs every once in a while, and I hope it doesn't make too much noise. If it does, leave me a comment in the chat and say it's too noisy, and I'll turn it off and just be hot just for you guys. I don't know. That looks blurry. Does it look blurry to you? All right, now it's good. All right. I think I got a cheap camera. I got to buy some equipment. I don't know. Anyway, so what I wanted to do is understand, has Workamping became more of a 30 to 40 hour a week job than the original Workamping job where you work for a site and you work so many hours, you get a site for free, and that's it. There's no money involved. But it's sort of evolved to something else for a lot of different reasons. And I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just trying to get an understanding of where it's going. So with that, I did a little analysis. I can't even spell analysis, but anyway, I did some. AKA Schoolie. It's good to see you. Dang devil's lettuce. Yes. Devil's lettuce. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming by. I think you're new to the channel. I sure do appreciate you stopping in. A little bit later, we're going to do a little shout out. If RV on the wayside, come on now. I wasn't e-begging. Thank you, sir. Thank you for that super chat. Chicken says thank you. Chicken's gonna ring the bell. That's awesome for a new camera equipment. Thank you, RV on the Wayside. So anyway, so I did a little analysis. I came up with two categories: hours for a site for free, or hours for a site and free site with hours paid. So it's two categories. First thing we ought to do is talk about the math. When you work camp for so many hours, there's a value to the site that they're going to give you. So hours for a site. Let's assume that they want you to work 20 hours. So if you work 20 hours at a rate of $10 an hour, let's say that's the minimum wage wherever you are, that's $200 for 4 weeks. So that's $800. So if they want you to work 20 hours, and that could be split between you and a wife, or it could be all you. And you know, usually it's like 15 or 10. You're paying for that site the value of $800. Now, if a site goes for $640, the rest of that money, there needs to be some kind of value to that. It could be amenities, it could be something, but you have to look at that and decide. Scenic Driveway says, Steve Turtle, it seems more and more work amping jobs are volunteer for your site only, no pay. Well, I don't know. With the analysis that I did, it came out a little different. I was surprised. I thought it would be different. And B Bear says, how about 119 hours per week, 17 hours per day, 7 days a week? That's not good, B Bear. That's unless you enjoy it, and then it doesn't matter. So you got to do the math, and the math is, and Workamper News says this is the way you do it. The value of the site that they rent per month should equal the amount of hours that you're going to put in. If it doesn't, then maybe you're not getting a good value. If it does, then you go with the job. However, some people may want to go to the Florida Keys, and they'll do whatever it takes to get a free site. So they may work 80 hours a week. I don't know. It's all about the individual. So you got to consider that. So I took 152 jobs that were posted in Workamper News, and I sort of did an analysis. If it said 30 to 40 hours, I just rounded it up to 40 just for this purpose. I did not count volunteer jobs. Some ads were not quite clear, and I'll talk about that as I go. One particular ad said, we'll have access to sites. I don't know what that means. You will have access to sites. Uncle Lisa Production says, heck, Steve Turtle, the last video you put up looked really fun. I do that for free. It is. I really enjoy the job. And the amount of work that you put in, you know, gives everyone a chance to come out and have a good time camping. So, you know, I enjoy it. I have a good time. And let's see, Dreaming Out Loud says, we have seen many all hours paid and site included. These are very nice RV sites as well. Blue Water Key is one of them. Yes, and I see that a good bit. So anyway, we'll get to that in just a little bit. But some ads are not very clear. Some ads do not even tell you how much or how many. You would think that if you're going to put an ad in something, you would want to tell the people what they're going to make, how much money, and how many hours they want to work, because that's pretty much what people are interested in. I mean, very few people go, oh, it's wonderful, it's a national park, I'll do whatever. They want to know. So I didn't include those. I don't know how many hours they were asking or how much. This particular one said you're going to work 3 days on, 6 days off. Or you can work 4 days on and 4 days off. That's it. How many? That could be like a 24-hour shift for all I know. But I don't know. Compensation included, wages for all hours worked, and a discounted site. None of that tells me anything about some value. And that's what I'm concerned about, and that's what I want to know. This particular ad was from Texas, Mustang Hollow Campground, located at Lake Corpus Christi, 40 miles inland from Corpus Christi, Texas. Needs several couples and some singles. Positions available in registration, maintenance, and grounds. Start ASAP. If you're interested, give them a call. I don't know how many hours they want me to work. So anyway, all of that, what I mean is I didn't include those. So out of 152, I only used about half because the rest of them didn't have the information I needed in order to do what I do. Now, if you're looking for jobs, is that an interest for you? The number of hours you work and the amount of money you pay. If you would put that in the chat, I'll come back and look at that. I think that's important. Hitch Up and Toe says, think you meant you lay your pits down for 25 hours a day. You're crazy. Adventure RV Adventures. Good to see you, Steve. Thanks for coming by. Desert Adventure in Arizona. You too. Thank you, sir. I hope everything is nice and toasty warm out there in Arizona. Scenic Driveway says, Steve Turtle, the campground we're at right now requires 12 hours each, 2 people, 24 hours for 1 person, exchange for your site. That's not bad. I mean, you do the math, you decide what the cost of the campground is, and if you're comfortable with it, I think go for it. It all depends on the individuals. Adventure in Xanadu. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming by. I sure do appreciate that. Touche's Journey. How are you? I sure do appreciate you coming by as well. It's good to see you. So I lost my space. I don't know where I'm at. Some ads did not say couple or single. So usually if they say 20 hours, you assume that's a couple. That's for the site, the number of hours for the site. So there were 40 postings, trade for full hookup site. So out of the 152, I found 78 that gave me the information I needed. And out of the 78, 40 of the postings said trade for a full hookup site. You work for X number of hours and you get to live there, which is a sweet deal, especially since you don't get paid. There's no money exchange. Don't tell the IRS. I hope they're not listening. The number of hours were from 11 to 30 for that site. Like Scenic Driveway said, they worked 24. 24 of the postings were only for full hookup. So that's all you get. You work so many hours, you get a full hookup. There's no additional hours, no pay. 16 of the postings were full hookup with additional hours, which is good if you want hours. So if it said 20 hours, get a full hookup site. And if you work additional hours, you'll get paid at some rate. And usually they let you know. 38 of the postings were full hookup paid. So you don't have to pay for your site. Plus all of the hours that you work, you get paid. That's where the numbers go from 30 to 40. So you work 40 hours, you get paid for 40 hours. And your site is not part of that equation. And there's a caveat to that because they have figured out little ways to tailor different things, and they call it a discounted site. So depends on what you're looking for, but just beware. The number of hours, like I said, were 30 to 40. 26 of the postings were full hookup free and all hours paid. That's what we get here. I don't pay for my site. Whatever hours I work, they pay me a wage and we're done. 5 of the postings were off-site. So they didn't give you, they might want 30 to 40 hours. They didn't give you a site, but they would pay for you to live off-site. So those were like general stores at national parks, seasonal type jobs where they need people to work, but then once they're, the season's done, then everybody goes away. But they would compensate you for a site, which I think is pretty cool. Van Life with Gina Payne. What's up, Buttercup? It's good to see you here. I know I missed you already, but it's good to see you. Thanks for coming by. I get all excited when you drop by. Outstanding live stream. She's going to be on tomorrow night, right after RV on the Wayside. So go on over there and check her out. She's got an exciting live stream. Really cool. A lot of action, a lot going on, fun. Two of the postings were salaried positions. So now for work campers, they're looking for somebody that's going to move into a campground and become a manager, and you're going to get personal time off, vacation, medical, and all this stuff. And if that's something you're looking for, great, go do it. I mean, that's fine, but they're posting for salaried positions. And then 5 of the postings were discounted sites. Like I said, they tell you they want you to work 40 hours. They're going to pay all hours that you work. However, the RV park fee is $8.50 per day. So of your 40 hours, you got to contribute that $8.50 per day. So you got to read between the fine print if you're considering these jobs. One of them says you're going to have to pay back $100 a month of your pay of all your hours that you work. One here is $10.50 an hour after 10 hours. So they all have different ways to give you a compensation, and it's all about you and what you're comfortable with. But really look at what they're asking you to do, how much they want you to work, and how many hours they want you to work, and then make your decision based on what's fair. And I think that's the best way to go. So 78 postings are in my data. There were 152 jobs. Just over 50% didn't even say, what the hours were or anything else. The other half did not have hours posted, were vague, were volunteer positions, or said full-time positions. So 50%, I was surprised, 50% of the jobs that I looked at were for a full hookup, work some hours, no pay. The other 50% were 40 hours, 30 to 40 hours, full hookup site, and all hours paid, which I think is pretty cool if that's what you want to do. The trend is that there's a lot of young people out starting to full-time RV, and these employers realize that, and they need more hours than maybe an old retired guy like me. But everybody's got their thing. Some people are comfortable with just a trade for a site. Others need money. So I think it's wonderful that there's 50% trying to match each group of people. Anyway, it was just a little test on my part. It was more for me than it was for you guys. I was hoping that it would shed some light and give you some insight on how the work camping community has evolved. And I hope it was good content. So that's it. That's all I got. That was good timing too, 7:28. Now we're going to move on to something else. I'm not quite sure what that is. Let's look. Here we go.
Always wanted to do that.
I do these transitions so I could come up with some seamless transition to the next topic. And then I look over in the chat and there's somebody acting silly over there. And RV on the Wayside's like, Steve Turtle, make me uncomfortable in the shower and shaving videos. I don't know what that means. That's just crazy. What's he mean? Uncomfortable in the shower. I've never been in the shower with him. I think he's confused. Work camper news and jobs and the other stuff that I'm going to talk about. Now I'm all sidetracked. Is Camper Life in here? Oh, no, that wasn't Camper Life calling. That was my boss. I threw that stuff in the river. I got 3 websites that I go to, and I try to find work camping jobs. I'm going to share those with you. Work Camper News Hotline Jobs. I do this every week. I enjoy it. There's 152 jobs this week. That's actually down a little bit, but I think as you get closer to the season, jobs are being filled, so there's less demand. I think it's sort of natural. I'm hoping it's natural. They were all submitted within the last 14 days. Texas led. They want the most with 18, and they were followed by California. That's that state way over there next to the Pacific Ocean. Not many people go over there. But anyway, they were second with 17. I don't know why anybody want to go over there and work. Pennsylvania, they had a job for Millbridge Village, but that has been filled. Millbridge Village, place that I used to work, I think they're going to be okay, and they're ready to they get their season started. As far as Texas goes, we've got this job right here at Concan, Texas. They're still looking for somebody to come out and help with a little cleaning and a little office work and a little campground operations. If you're interested in that, you should get on over to Workamper News and check that out. It's all the information is there. And then I ran across one in Workamper News, and I wanted to share it. Multiple locations. Southern Cross. I don't know if you've heard it before, but if you're a work camper and you're looking for something a little different, it's a 40-hour-a-week job. You are a mobile field technician, and you are chasing down gas leaks. And you work for a company called Southern Cross. You get paid mileage and per diem to get from where you are to your first job, and then you're paid a weekly per diem as well for travel and lodging. I don't know the value of those, but you do get a W-2. It's a full-time job. You get paid time off. I think you're eligible for paid holidays and benefits like health care and things like that. If you're interested in something like that, go on over to Workamper News and check it out. It's a little different than what most people think of as work camping, but they do travel. The gas lines move and they send you to different places and you get to travel a little bit. So if that's something you like to do, get on over there. Workamper Jobs had 244 ads as of yesterday, and they were all submitted within the last 30 days. There were 112 that were full hookup and hours paid, which is pretty good. I didn't do that analysis on those 244. It's too much work. So last week there were 423 jobs. This week we're down by about 27 with 396. And I think you could probably say more than likely it's because the season's getting closer and jobs are getting filled. Workamper Facebook group is also a great place to look for jobs. I did not go over there this week, and I do not have any information to share with you. But if you're not a member and you're a work camper, you should be a member because they usually have a lot of good jobs in there. And a lot of it is word of mouth, plus campgrounds putting their ads in the Facebook post. So there you go. All right, gate guard jobs and info. It's looking a lot better. Early on in the season, between COVID and low gas prices and nobody traveling and demand and all these other things, everything was going downhill. There were some jobs out there, but they weren't really looking for people. They had enough. But now it's getting really hot. It's getting better. Snowbirds are leaving. Oil prices are up. So all the things are good for oil fields to start back up. Hold on. I'll watch the chat. Hold on. I got to do this. I'll do it right. Here we go. All right. I got a banner scrolling across there. Those are the companies that are hiring now. They are looking. The ads were posted the 25th, which was yesterday. Patty Lopez at Gate Guard Security Group is looking for 2 sets of guards. Different places, West Texas, East Texas. Maria Lopez at Guard 1 is looking for gate guards. That is South and West Texas. Timekeepers is looking for guards. In Mentone, Texas. I don't know where that's at. But they also, timekeepers, let's see, Marion Services is looking for guards. They need 24-hour gate guards. And J&G Security needs licensed 24-hour teams ASAP. So all of those that are scrolling across, if you're looking for a gate guard job, they're hiring now. You got to get all your stuff together. If you don't know how to do that, you can get on over to my 5 steps to become a gate guard and you'll figure it all out. It's really simple. It's not hard at all. If I can do it, I know every one of you can do it. Thank you, Mr. RV on the Wayside Donovan. He says, wow, is really cool. Nice work. All right. We're going to do that community thing. You got to get your numbers ready. You know what that means, right? Everybody knows what that means. Rowdy One, get your numbers ready. It's going to happen. Oh my goodness, it's good to see you. How you doing?
I'm doing great, and I'm glad to be back.
I hadn't seen you in a while. My goodness.
Hey, I was something I got to
me.
bring up. I mean, I hope this isn't too embarrassing for you, but
Am I naked?
no, nothing to do with birthday suits. Not this
Okay.
time.
Okay.
So you remember that time when the police came to your house and someone had taken photos of the back of your car, and the police told you that they needed to see in your trunk because they think there was a person in your trunk? Do you remember that?
Yes, I do. Vaguely.
Okay,
Explain.
so the interesting thing is that most people don't know is that when the police went over to unlock the trunk, they saw some hair sticking out of the back of it. And when they opened the trunk, it was Steve Turtle's toupee just stuck in the, when it got closed. So it was an embarrassing moment for everyone.
I don't have a toupee.
Oh, maybe it was mine. I don't know.
Well, there's something that a lot of people don't understand. You know, Donovan and I, we went to different schools together way back then. And one day we were going home and Donovan said, "Hey, Steve, guess what?" And I said, "What?" And he said, "Bobby paid me $5 to climb the flagpole." And I said, "Well, Donovan," I said, "he probably just wanted to see your panties." And Donovan said, "I fooled him. I didn't wear any panties."
I should have known eventually you'd stock up a story to get me back after every show.
All right.
I'm only going to bring one every time, so you can always get me back.
Different schools together.
All right, you ready?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Oh, that was funny.
I hope everybody's got their numbers.
Get your numbers.
All right, get your numbers. We're going to do it. Here it is.
So, if you are a channel supporter, that means you don't actually create content. And if you don't create content, you're here just for the enjoyment. And believe me, we're all enjoying watching Steve do this. So, please put CS in the comments so we know that you're a channel supporter, because you're the ones that make all this work. We really appreciate your coming and visiting. And B-Bear, you can put NN if you want to.
B-Bear's old school. She likes the NN.
Well, I mean, it's Bob's. Why wouldn't you like it? I mean, come on.
Yeah, exactly. Rowdy One, he's a CS. B-Bear.
Oh, there we go. Oh, she's a NN, a CS, and a fan today.
Yes, she is.
I have a feeling that list is going to get longer.
She's also a very good supporter and a member of several channels.
Yes, she goes to a lot of live streams.
Yes.
You can't not appreciate that.
Yes.
Her
Camping
and Rowdy
Therapy.
One, they both do that.
Yeah. Camping Therapy says, "I used to be a CS, but Steve Turtle told me to be a CC."
Well, she's working on it.
That's true. Everybody I see, I go, "Why don't you have a YouTube channel?" I think everybody should have a YouTube channel. Everybody's got a story.
Oh, Canadian Twig, thank you for coming. I didn't see you come in. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, she's a CS. Yeah.
Okay, I try to greet everyone. I think I missed a few.
We have a new person here. Let's go ahead and
I think we have two.
Yeah, let's do that one.
Okay. All right, so listen up, everybody. These are channels you probably don't belong to. If your channel is under 100 subscribers, we need to type new in there and how many subscribers you have. And as they're doing that, we want to point out that this is a section of the video that you should replay later and grab all these people that you don't already make friends with and try to make friends with them. And how do we do that? How's that work, Steve?
Well, we do it just like you have up there. You go over to their channel and you watch a video, and then you comment and tell them a little bit about the video and how much you liked it. And then you click like, and then you become their friend. And that's the way you do it. and they will return the favor. They'll do the same thing for you. And that's the way we build a community. And it's an awesome way to do it.
All right, let's see. Well, I'll let you read these.
Yep. Captivated by Kashmir is new, and she has 4 subscribers.
And she actually has 2 videos out already.
Oh, good. Great. You know, the first one's the hardest one.
Yeah, it is.
We got Joe Van.
I missed Traveling Donkey said they're me, 68.
Yeah, they're 68. Yeah. And Thomas Weaver, how are you? It's good to see you. Touche's Journey, it's good to see you too. Thanks for all your support. Sure is great. Like I said, Joe Van's at 44. And I think that's it.
We missed one. They did mention it earlier. AKA Space Schoolie.
Yes.
Has 35.
Oh man, I missed that.
Well, no, you didn't miss it. They put it earlier, but I don't see them put it in now. So I'm just pointing it out.
Okay. Now, and that's a good point, Donovan. We sort of dedicate this portion of the show for the community shout out so that if anybody wants to go back and look at the live stream to sort of see who's there and who's not and who they might want to go over and check out, save your numbers and your comments about your channel to this segment, and that way everybody can sort of see everybody else. Is that green? It's a Good Life with Ed and Dora. Great community support. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys coming here. They are fellow gate guards out there in the oil fields of Texas. They've been doing it for a very long time and have a very good channel with a lot of good stories about gate guarding. All right. What do you think?
Let's do it.
All right.
U5. So after you make that first goal of getting 100 as a content creator, your next goal is to try to get halfway to 1,000. So if you're over 100 and under 500, please put U5 there and how many subscribers you have. And that reminds me, I always have to check. I tell everybody to get their numbers ready, and I don't ever pay attention.
Well, you're just going to have to do better. We're going to have to get you there too. You know, it's nice that you carry the community on your back, but we gotta help you out too.
I just forget always to check.
Scenic Driveway says, Steve Turtle, send you an email. Check you out later. Okay, thank you very much. Avenger RV Adventure says he is a UFO 442.
Desert Adventures in Arizona is at 418. They're growing. That looks good.
Did you see Uncle Lisa's comment?
Oh, I'm afraid to. I mean, no, I didn't.
Last time I saw Donovan having a drink, he ended up with Steve Turtle naked in his shower with Axe. I think that's a non-truth.
I don't. I'd have to see evidence. I don't know about that.
Yeah. I think that's nonsense.
Oh my goodness.
All right, here we go.
Okay. So I didn't help you guys out a lot. You did it all on your own. You guys are doing great. I'm so excited to see you grow. That was Desert Adventures in Arizona. They're so sweet.
Yes.
Getting close. Now that's your second big goal, right? I mean, your first goal is to actually start the channel. Then you get your 100, then you get your 500, and then you go for your 1,000. That's a tough one. So that's getting close. So GC and how many subscribers you have if you have less than 1,000 but more than 500. GC.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anybody's getting close.
Oh.
AKA Schoolie says, I've not seen the last 5 minutes. I hope it didn't go black. RV on the wayside.
AKA Schoolie, you just type in new and you're 35. Type in new in all capitals and then space and put 35 because you did miss it, but it'll still be in this section for people to catch later.
Yes, absolutely. And RV on the Wayside is getting close with 917. And Camping Therapy is at 840 and 889 on Privies and Prims.
Gosh, which one's going to win?
I don't know. I don't know.
Hitch Up in Tow, 947. They are getting so close.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Mark and Coro, sweet people. Well, I mean,
Yes,
Coro's a sweet person.
Yeah, you know, just because they're from the United Kingdom, you can't hold it against them.
Well, I don't know. Mark, he asked for a lot.
Yeah, he's needy.
Oh, don't you love they don't have a voice on here? Okay, who's this?
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
I did show you one of the things he sent me, which I won't be able to show in the live show tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Now, is that a teaser?
What's that?
Is that a teaser?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
So HH, this is a big one, and this is the one that this community. I mean, I got to be honest with you. The community helps each other grow, but when you get your 1,000 subscribers, but you don't have your 4,000 watch hours, this community like attacks it and really helps people get those 4,000 watch hours. That's your final goal to get monetized. So
Yes.
if you're an HH, more than 1,000 subs, but not your 4,000 watch hours, HH, and if you happen to know how many hours you have left, we'd love to hear it.
Yeah, I've got a comment here I'd like to respond to. It's Thomas Weaver. It says, "What do I use for editing when doing videos on YouTube?"
What kind of computer do you have? That's a good question.
Yeah, and there's a lot of different videos or editing softwares out there. Some you pay for, some are free. You can do some on your phone. You can do some on your laptop. It's going to depend if you're IBM or Apple. So there's a lot of variables there. But Thomas Weaver, if you send me an email, I'll try to put some of that in a response to you. And let me know what kind of computer you have and whether you want to do it on a phone or a laptop or a desktop. And I'll try to help you out.
That is great stuff. That's so nice of you, Steve.
Well, you know, I really do want to help people. I think it's important. And, you know, when you first start off, there's a lot of things and there's a huge learning curve. And if I can be of help, I want to do so. It's About Time Now says that they are an HH and they're at 1750.
And I want you to know they have been making ground. That's how good this community is. That number changes daily. So that's one of those. This is the channel today. It looks like it's the only one. So if you were going to run a playlist while you go to sleep tonight, run It's About Time Now. And you can just, volume has to be on a little bit. So maybe just unplug your speaker or whatever, but the volume has to be on and just let it run all night and give them a little boost. Yeah. And that's how we help each other.
Now, Thomas Weaver says he's got a Mac.
Then he will want to use iMovie that comes with it, and you can do almost anything you want to do getting started with iMovie.
There you go, Thomas Weaver.
It's free because you have a Mac.
Right. iMovie. Start with that. It's About
I did
Time
all my
Now
videos in the beginning with just that one program.
Yeah, I don't know if Filmora has a Mac version, but Brad says he uses Filmora. And Doro uses Filmora. Scenic Driveway said that they have 255 subs. We love and appreciate every one of them. We have no interest in monetizing our channel. We just love to share our journey and experience with others. And you know, that's really cool. You know, because really that's what it's all about. Sharing with others so that they either get something out of it, whether it's humor or education or adventure. I think that's awesome.
That is great. I think we all start out that way. Some of us just get a little addicted.
Yeah. All right, where we at? Did we do CC? I don't remember if we did.
That's all
CC.
we got left.
That's it. Here we go.
These are the High Carumbas.
All right.
Channel
CCs.
champions, CC.
Get out there, shout it out. Let's go.
Yeah, please put them in there if you are. I mean, some people are a little shy about it. And I know there's one in here that just turned CC, so they better be putting it in.
Yeah.
We actually had a few that just turned this week, so it's pretty exciting. There they are, RV America. CC means you've got all your watch hours, all your subs, and you're now paying it forward by coming to these things and watching other channels and joining these live streams
And a special thing about the CCs is they're community champions. And if you're trying to grow your channel, you go over their channel and do the right thing, and they'll come over to your channel and they'll support you. And that's the value of the community. And I really like it. I think it's great. RV Underway. Hello, how are you? He can't get my name right. He calls me Billy, Jack, Willie, Timothy, Carl, Steve Turtle. It's good to see you, Ricky.
Thrifty Angela's a channel champion. Nick's Picks, definitely a channel champion. RV Underway. Ricky and Barbara over there, they're channel champions. It's a Good Life with Dora and Ed. They're definitely channel champions.
There you go. Lots of channel champions.
Thank you guys so much for participating and for just helping everybody out. Really appreciate it.
All right. Donovan on the wayside. No. Donovan. RV on the wayside. Tomorrow night is scrolling across the bottom. 6:30 Central Time. Live stream. Pretty awesome. A lot of community growth. If you're not doing anything tomorrow night, you should get on over there and check him out.
Oh, and just so you know, tomorrow will be done as if it was the year 3001.
3001.
That's how the live stream will look.
All right. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, you got to fall.
I'm 62 years old, and occasionally I laugh so hard I pee my pants. But now, I don't have that problem. I found Depend underwear. Now I don't have those worries. I can laugh as much as I want.
I messed it up again. Hold on. Hey.
Hey, look, I'm turtling.
You know,
so
in my head, this is a seamless live stream, but in reality, it's just calamity.
And I hear voices in my head. Hey, so I was out walking.
Yes, sir.
And I was like, Steve Turtle needs channel champions on his live stream. So I found some.
What you got?
I got two s'more camping with the Shrags.
Oh yeah. Okay. How y'all got? How you doing? It's good to see you.
How you doing, Steve?
Good. How are you?
Absolutely.
And thank goodness they're here because I'm using his phone because my Wi-Fi crapped out.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Are you going to be able to?
Oh yeah, we're good.
Okay.
We're good.
All right.
Steve.
Yes.
You don't have to. So this magician was driving down the road.
Yes, sir.
Then he turned into a driveway. Poof.
I've seen that.
How come the lifeguard didn't save Blue Wave Odyssey?
Oh no. I don't know.
Because he was way too far out, man.
That is true.
Oh, I got one to kind of piggyback on that.
Okay, hang on.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
What do you call a hippie's wife?
I don't know.
Mississippi. Hey.
If you got 13 apples in this hand and you got 10 oranges in this hand, what do you got? Big hand.
Nice. Hey, have you ever seen when the geese are flying and one side of that triangle is longer than the other? Do you know why that is?
No.
Because there's more geese on that side.
Logically.
You can thank the Caribou Mom for that one if she's watching.
Oh, outstanding. Yes, Caribou Mom.
Okay, my computer has 2 buttons representing the things I can never have.
What's that?
Control or escape.
Come on now. I know you got some control.
My wife calls me immature. I tell her to get out of my fort.
You call it a fort. How do you catch a polar bear? You cut a hole in the ice, you put peas around it. And when the polar bear comes to eat the peas, you kick him in the ice hole.
That's not funny.
I know, but it was okay.
Oh wait, Steve, here. Do you have the answering machine message from the incontinence hotline?
No.
Wait, can you hold, please?
No. Didn't you see my commercial?
I know.
Oh, that was a great commercial.
Small or medium's kind of funny, I say.
It depends.
No beep.
Yeah. What do you get from a pampered cow? Spoiled milk.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
What else?
You know, a clear conscience is a sign of a bad memory.
That is true.
For every action of a work camper, there is an equal and opposite criticism.
I like that. That sort of goes along with the show.
Ooh, depression is anger with enthusiasm.
Yes, it is. Why do the French eat snails? They don't like fast food.
I always wanted to be somebody.
Yeah.
But I should have been more specific.
Yeah, be careful of what you ask for.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that wasn't a joke. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Middle age is having a choice of 2 temptations and choosing the one that gets you home earlier.
You're crazy. What do cats eat for breakfast? Mice Krispies.
Those mouse have been around in a while, huh?
It's 7:58. I got to get you out of here. I sure do appreciate you coming by each week. It's fun.
Oh yeah,
it's good to have the Shrags here. Great to see you. Hope you guys are having fun up there.
Oh yeah,
it's spring break. YouTubers gone crazy.
Woo! Yes, they have. All right, see
you.
Yeah, I don't know. That was just a transition. Thanks, everybody, for coming by. I sure do appreciate it. If I missed you in the chat, I apologize. Canadian Twig, it's good to see you. It's about time now. Thrifty Angela, Uncle Lisa, RV on the underway. RV America. It's great to see everybody. I'm going to get out of here and go on over to Meant to Be RVing. She's up next. She's got a live. The link's at the top of the chat. I pinned it there, and it's going to be fun. They're doing something in Nevada, some kind of hanging a kangaroo or something. Thanks. I hope everybody has a great weekend. And I really, really do appreciate you coming by and spending a little time with me and all my silliness and my gang of friends. And you're my friends too. I love to see you here each week, and I hope you get a little bit out of it. If you like this story, click like down below and smash that subscribe button if you'd like to hear more stories like this one. New stories every week right here on this YouTube channel. On Wednesday, I don't know, Friday, Wednesday, something like that. And ring that bell. If you ring the bell, you get a notification every time I post a new story because you don't want to miss one. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it. Bye. Thanks, RV on the Wayside, B-Bear, James Cantonese, Avenger RV Adventure, Steve, everybody. Thanks.